The Occupational Therapy Competency Evidence Matrix, or OTCEM for short, is the evidencing framework tool that has been developed for students to evidence their competencies. The OTCEM framework is based on the 3 steps of the occupational therapy practice process, the 3 competency development levels, and you can see that in step 1 if you go to step 1. Being a professional is holistic, so you won't be able to see it in that. So in step 1 you will be able to see the request for service, emerging, consolidating and competent to graduate. And in step 2 you'll be able to see the same 3 levels across the top here. The OTCEM is divided into sections using this menu, and the OTCEM is mapped to the Australian Competency Standards for New Graduate Occupational Therapists, or the PRACSOT. Each competency statement covers one or more of the criteria. So if you look under this one, you can actually see there's 3 criteria, and if you click on that, it actually gives you the details of the PRACSOT criteria in here. Now if you click on these links here, it actually takes you to the physical PRACSOT, and you can actually look at your progress. As a student, you can look at your progress through here. As an educator, you can also look at student progress on the PRACSOT via this system. When the students have ticked off OTCEM competency statements at the relevant step and level, provided supporting evidence, and their practice educator has agreed and verified as competent, the completed competency statements will then be automatically ticked off against the relevant PRACSOT performance criteria in the ePRACSOT link within the website, which I just showed you. These competency statements are organised into practice themes. So if you look at these here down this column down the left, you'll see the practice themes down here. So being client-centered, being efficient and maintaining quality are 2 of the practice themes in step 2. And step goal setting, being client-centered, being efficient and maintaining quality. So they're consistent among all the different steps. There are different types of evidence that students can upload to support the competency. So hard evidence is in the form of documents or another piece of evidence, comments and observed behaviour. I'll go into more detail on uploading evidence later. That's done through this link here, and we'll have a look at that later on in a later tutorial. Here you can see a set of 3 observed behaviours for each OTCEM competency statement, which both the student and practice educator can refer to when ticking off and assessing and verifying competence. So the observed behaviours here you can see under emerging. I've clicked on the first cell in here, and it should show me the observed behaviours. So this is the sort of thing that an educator would be looking for in order to fulfil that criteria or that competency statement in the OTCEM. Being a professional looks a little different. So if you go back up here, it always starts in being a professional, so you don't have the levels on here because these go across every level. These are expected across every prac, and you basically need to pass this all the time in order to be a professional. It also has no observed behaviour, as each competency statement is a very specific behaviour. Remember that with the OTCEM, you must never ever upload any client information to this site, even if you have de-identified it.